These aren't superpowers. They're well-documented strategies that people use often without you even noticing. But knowledge is your shield. So today, we're breaking down 15 of these tactics. More importantly, we're learning how to defend ourselves. Let's get into it. 1. The rejection-then-retreat. You might know this as the door in the face, but let's call it what it is, a setup. Someone makes a huge, unreasonable request first. You say no as expected. Then they immediately follow up with their actual smaller request. Your brain, feeling guilty for saying no the first time, is now primed to say yes. Your coworker asks if you can cover their entire weekend shift. You refuse. They then say, "Okay, well, could you just handle this one quick task for me this afternoon?" Suddenly, that small task seems perfectly reasonable. Recognize the pattern. When a huge no is instantly followed by a smaller ask, pause. Ask yourself, is this what they wanted all along? You are allowed to say no twice. 2. The illusion of scarcity. This trick makes you fear missing out so much that you act against your own logic. By creating a false perception of limited availability or time, people trigger your innate fear of loss. Your brain shifts from, "Do I want this?" to, "I can't lose this opportunity." This price is only available for the next 10 minutes, or there are only 2 items left in stock, from an online store, even if it's not true. It pushes you from a thoughtful customer to an impulsive one. Ask yourself, would I still want this if there were 1,000,000 in stock? Separate the perceived scarcity from the actual value of the offer. True value doesn't need a countdown clock. 3. The Trojan horse, lowballing. They get you to commit with an attractive offer, then swap the terms. Someone gets you to say yes to a deal because of its highly favorable conditions. Once you're mentally committed, they discover a problem and remove the main benefit, yet you're still likely to follow through. A car salesman offers you a great price on a vehicle. After you've spent an hour doing paperwork and picturing yourself in it, the manager disapproves the deal. The price goes up, but you've already emotionally bought the car, so you pay the extra cost. Be ready to walk away the moment the terms change unfavorably after your commitment. Say, "I agreed to the original deal, not this one." Your initial yes is not a life sentence. 4. Social proofing, the herd mentality. This tactic makes you feel safe by following the crowd, even off a cliff. People are more likely to do something if they see others doing it. Manipulators use this by highlighting popularity to bypass your critical thinking. It's the logic of billions of flies can't be wrong, eat poop. A company advertises the #1 bestseller or join 10,000 plus satisfied customers. They're not selling you on quality, but on popularity. In a meeting, a colleague might say, "Well, everyone else on the team already agreed," to pressure you into conformity. Ask, "Popular according to whom?" and "Is this right for me?" Make decisions based on your own needs and research, not the illusion of a crowd. 5. Reciprocity with strings attached. They give you a gift to create a debt you feel obliged to repay. This exploits our deep-seated cultural norm of returning a favor. Someone does something small for you or gives you a free gift, creating an unconscious sense of indebtedness. Later, when they ask for a much larger favor, you feel compelled to comply. A street marketer hands you a free flower or sample. Now that you've accepted it, they aggressively ask for a donation or to sign up for their service. That feeling of "I owe them" is what they're banking on. Recognize that a true gift comes with no strings attached. You can politely accept a free item and just as politely decline any subsequent request. Say, "Thank you for the gift, but I'm not interested in anything else today." 6. The foot in the door. This is the slow burn of manipulation. It starts with a tiny, almost insignificant request that you can't possibly refuse. Once you agree, you've subconsciously labeled yourself as the kind of person who helps. Later, when a much larger request comes, you feel internally pressured to stay consistent with that self-image. A charity fundraiser gets you to agree that saving the environment is important. Then they ask for a signature, then a small donation. Before you know it, you're being asked to set up a monthly subscription. Be mindful of your boundaries from the start. Just because you agreed to a small thing does not obligate you to a bigger thing. It's okay to say, I was happy to help with that, but I can't commit to this. 7. The bait and correct. This trick exploits your need to be right. Someone intentionally states a piece of information that's slightly wrong. Your natural instinct is to jump in and correct them. In doing so, you reveal information they didn't have. A nosy family member says, I heard you and partner's name are thinking of moving to Seattle when you're actually considering Portland. You instinctively correct them. No, it's Portland. Now they have confirmed information you weren't ready to share. When you hear an obvious mistake, pause. Ask yourself, why would they think that? Or simply respond with, where did you hear that? Instead of volunteering the correct info. 8. The silence game. We are terrified of awkward pauses. After asking a question or making a point, a skilled manipulator will just stay quiet. The pressure to fill that silence becomes overwhelming, often causing people to reveal more than they intended, make concessions, or backtrack. In a salary negotiation, you state your desired number. The hiring manager just sits there silently, looking at you. The urge to lower your number or justify it further can be intense. Embrace the silence. Let it hang there. The first person who talks in a negotiation often loses. Practice being comfortable with quiet moments. It projects immense confidence. 9. Strategic mirroring. This isn't the natural mirroring between friends. It's a calculated copy. Someone subtly mimics your body language, your speech patterns, or even your energy level. Your subconscious brain interprets this as, this person is like me, which builds instant but false rapport. A salesperson notices you're leaning back and speaking softly, so they do the same. You're using your hands a lot, so they start to as well. It feels like you're really connecting, but it's a tactic. Pay attention to behavioral shifts. If someone seems to be a perfect copy of you from the moment you met, it might be intentional. Trust genuine, slowly built connections over instant soulmate vibes. 10. The false familiarity loop. Repetition breeds comfort. By constantly exposing you to an idea, a brand, or even their own presence, someone can create a sense of trust and familiarity, even if you have no real reason to trust them. That online ad you've seen 50 times, you don't even notice it anymore. But when you're in the store, you gravitate toward that familiar brand logo, or a person constantly bumping into you to create a sense of fate or connection. Ask yourself, do I have a real reason to trust this, or is it just familiar? Separate the feeling of recognition from genuine trustworthiness. 11. The reason rubber stamp. This one is brilliantly simple. The word because is a psychological trigger for compliance. Studies show that giving a reason, even a weak or obvious one, dramatically increases the chance of someone agreeing to your request. Can I cut in front of you in line because I need to check out quickly? Is far more effective than, can I cut in front of you? The reason is flimsy, but the brain accepts the structure of the request. Listen to the reason itself. Is it valid or is it just a placeholder word? Don't let the structure of a sentence trick you into agreement. 12. The decoy effect, asymmetrical dominance. This is how they make you choose the option they want you to choose. When deciding between two options, A and B, a third, clearly inferior decoy option is introduced that makes one of the original ones, usually the more expensive B, look far superior in comparison. Real-life example. Subscription, A, $5 for basic, decoy. Subscription, B, $15 for premium, what they want you to buy. This seems unbalanced, so they add. Subscription, C, $14 for standard, the decoy. Now, for just $1 more, subscription B seems like a fantastic deal compared to C, making you more likely to choose it over A. Isolate the options. Look at each choice individually against your needs and budget. Ask, would I still pick this if the decoy option didn't exist? 13. The identity nudge. Our name is our favorite sound. When someone uses your name excessively in a conversation, it creates a false sense of personal connection and validation, making you more receptive to their influence. So, John, I was thinking, John, that this program is perfect for someone like you, John. It feels personal, but it's a script. Notice the frequency. A genuine use of your name feels natural. An overuse of it can feel like a tactic. Stay aware of the context. 14. Become a gray rock. This is your superpower against energy vampires and bullies. When you become a gray rock, you make yourself uninteresting and unresponsive to drama. You offer no emotional reaction, no drama, no engagement. Bullies and manipulators feed on your reaction. Starve them. Give short, uninteresting answers. Okay. I see. I'll think about it. Change the subject to something boring. Become so unengaging that they lose all interest in targeting you. 15. The 5-second rule, your anti-manipulation tool. This is your pause button. When you feel pressured to give an answer, count down in your head, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This creates a crucial buffer between the request and your response, short-circuiting the impulsive yes that manipulators rely on. Use this moment to ask, can I have a moment to think about it? Or, let me check my calendar and get back to you. This simple pause gives you back your power and control. There you have it, 15 psychological tricks, and more importantly, 15 ways to build your mental armor. Remember, the goal here isn't to become paranoid or to stop trusting people. It's to move through the world with awareness and intention, to know when a yes is coming from you and not from a clever tactic. You are in control of your own choices. If this opened your eyes, let me know in the comments which trick you've encountered the most. And if you found this valuable, do us a huge favor and share it with someone who needs to see it. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, stay aware, and as always, keep leveling up.